What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for TheLines.com, PlayPicks.com. I'm going to talk to you about Sunday night football between the Ravens and the Patriots. Before we get going, as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. You'll be the first one to know whenever we go live with a new video. Also, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and then let me know in the comment section how you're going to play this game. And also pay attention throughout the course of the video, because I'll give you something here, and as long as you leave the correct answer in the comment section, we'll ship you out an Amazon gift card should you get that thing right. So let's go ahead and get to it. Sunday night football, Ravens at the Patriots. This thing opened Ravens at 6.5. At DraftKings, sitting at 7. At FanDuel is an expensive 6.5 if you want the 6.5. 43.5 on the total, 43.5 on the total here. And then over at MGM, 7, 43.5. as well. So total all the same at all the places. 7 at MGM and at DraftKings. 6.5, an expensive 6.5. Minus 120 on the juice there at FanDuel. Got a written breakdown over here at the line, so I will let you guys continue to read along if you would like to. And let's get here. Ravens 6-2. They're 4-4 against the spread. Their net yards per play is 9th overall in the league. So this offense, even though it hasn't been all that great, and the defense hasn't really shown out as much maybe as it did last year, still one of the better net yards per play in all of the NFL, coming in at 9th. Patriots, on the other hand, sitting at 3-5. 3-5 against the spread. Net yards per play, 27th in the league. On the injury side of things, scroll down a little bit further if you want to continue to read along. Calais Campbell is out for the Ravens. Mark Ingram's questionable. Jimmy Smith is doubtful. So no Calais Campbell, no Jimmy Smith for the Ravens in this one. On the Patriot side of things, I'm not even kidding you. This is not hyperbole. There are 16 guys listed as questionable for the Patriots. I'm not even going to go down the whole list here for you. I mean, Damian Harris is one of them. N'Keal Harry is one of them. If you're wondering, I mean, the whole Stephon Gilmore is one of them. Isaiah Wynn, their tackle. I mean, like, you just look. It's ridiculous what they did. 16 different guys are listed as questionable for the Patriots in this one. I'll scroll down a little bit more. On the offensive side of the ball, look, we know what's going to happen here, right? These are 2 of the 3 top run-heavy teams in the league. The Ravens run it the second most in the NFL. The Patriots run it third most in the NFL. Difference here, Ravens a little bit more efficient at it, obviously. Pass blocking unit has been actually pretty great for the Ravens so far. It's just Lamar Jackson hasn't been all that accurate. Pro Football Focus has him at 2nd overall as far as pass blocking. Run blocking is sitting at 13th. Whenever you look at their pass offense, though, DVOA, that's what really kind of tells the story whenever we look at these advanced statistics. 23rd overall in the league. However, the rush offense, as you would expect for the Ravens, 5th overall DVOA. Yards per play is way down at 22nd, actually, for this offense. It hasn't been great. I mean, seriously, that's just the way it's been. Patriots offense, really, really good run blocking, really mediocre pass blocking so far for them. Pass offense at DVOA ranked down at 28th. If you've watched this team at all over the last few weeks, you understand what's going on, right? There's just no playmakers. With Julian Edelman out, your alpha receiver is like a 5'9" receiver as it is anyway, right? That's just not really how today's NFL is built. But 2, he's out. There's just no playmakers. N'Keal Harry can't stay on the field, and even when he is on the field, he's not very good. Jacoby Myers has really stepped up for this team at wide receiver, but, you know, a lot of that last week was just the opportunity, right? The team that they were playing. So, pass offense, 28th DVOA. Keep rolling down here if you want to take a look and keep reading. Yards per play is actually better than the Ravens. They're at 19th in the league. They're actually better than the Ravens are as far as yards per play. So let you know where this Ravens offense has been so far this year. But here's the big mismatch is on the defensive side of the ball. Ravens rush defense, 8th overall, according to Pro Football Focus. It is number 1 overall DVOA, right? Well, Patriots rush defense, 31st overall Pro Football Focus, 31st overall DVOA. So what do we have here? We have 2 incredibly run-heavy teams, but one of which defends the run incredibly well, The other of which, it is their absolute leak on defense, which is the Patriots. So if you wanted to attack the Ravens, and of course we mentioned Jimmy Smith is doubtful for this, it's actually the worst thing you do. The Patriots pass offense is one of the worst in the league. So big time advantage and mismatch for the Ravens in the run game running against this Patriots team, which is, again, what the Ravens want to do anyway. They are the second most run-heavy team in all of the NFL. So let's go ahead and go over here and take a look. Let's make a case for the over if we wanted to. Sitting at 43.5. Case for the over could be that Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense, despite the fact that they want to run the ball, are able to run so effectively that they do most of the damage themselves against a team that, not just according to one advanced metric, but two, I mean, Pro Football Focus and DVOA both hate this Patriots run defense. So maybe with these exotic runs and all these designed runs for Lamar Jackson and all the things like that, maybe they actually just do most of the damage themselves. What if they score 35 on their own? Can the Patriots muster 10 points? If so, we get to the over easily, right? So a case for the over could just be literally just domination from the Ravens. You know, we're not going to see domination from the Patriots. That's not going to happen. That offense is not built to dominate anybody. But they hardly could score points on the Giants. But maybe the Ravens just dominate the Patriots in this game, and they do most of the damage to get to the over. On the underside of things, I think it's pretty simple, right? We're talking about two incredibly run-heavy teams. We know what happens when you run the ball a ton. The clock keeps running. You're not throwing very often, so there's not very many incomplete passes, so the clock doesn't stop. Tick, 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 tick. And when you run so much as well and you're not getting chunk plays, even though you can matriculate the ball down the field, drives can stall because there's little room for error when you run so heavily. Like, you can get chunk plays whenever you pass a ton, right? But the room for error on a run, you can be running the ball down the field, and next thing you know, you get stopped twice, or you get stopped behind the line one time, and then you stop twice, and then the drive stalls. So a case for the under really could just be the nature of how this game is going to be played and the way that both these teams want to play. And drives just, it's harder to put together long sustained run drives than it is teams that pass a ton and get, 20, 25, 30-yard chunk plays. So that's why you're looking at a low total here. I mean, we're talking about a 43.5 in today's NFL is razor low. I mean, it's just ridiculously low. But, probably fits this game pretty well. Take a look at the player props here, guys. Roll down. You can see both of these guys coming in under 200 yards as far as passing yards go. No surprise there either, right? We just talked about it. They don't want to run the ball. I mean, they don't want to pass the ball a ton. They want to run the ball. And if you kind of look at how this is with these numbers, Lamar's just been both these guys have just been pretty inaccurate so far this year. At least Lamar has a couple of playmakers. There's just none for Cam Newton at all. I don't want any part of that line, strictly because, if Cam does get down a ton, they might just have to abandon the run, right? And he just starts chucking it all over the yard. And if that's the case, and they play softer coverage or something, maybe that's your lean to the over if that's how you think this game's going to play out. Coming down a little bit further, and this is the one that is a little bit interesting to me, is Mark Andrews at 33.5 yards right here. Mark Andrews is Lamar's favorite target. No doubt about that at all. And we know what the linebacker situation is for the Patriots. I mean, they had everybody opt out. They have no talent there at all. I actually think Mark Andrews has a pretty good day because, when Lamar does throw, I think he's going to be just in favorable coverage situations. He's going to be in really good situations to get open here. So I kind of do like the over on the 33.5 on Mark Andrews as well. Well, everyone's already crushed this over on 2.5 receptions. But if you have a bigger bankroll and you want to do that, of course, if I like the over on the 33.5, I like the over on the 2.5 receptions as well. So few player props there that I like that are going to be in the old account as well. If you come down here, player to have the most rushing yards, like Lamar's going to run for more than Cam for sure. Again, just comes down to what your bankroll and what your risk tolerance is. 167 is a lot of juice to pay in this head-to-head, but Lamar's going to run for more than Cam is in this game. There's very little doubt about that for me. So let's come up here to the game lines. And again, so we're sitting here at 7 or at an expensive 6.5. We know what the key number of 7 means, right? For me, I'll let you know how I played this game. I have the Ravens in multiple teaser legs. I teased them from 7 down to 1. I think they win this game. I actually think they cover as well. But to get it off of that key number of 7, I might even consider paying the expensive 6.5 here over at FanDuel, because 7 is just such a huge key number. I would pay the 120 to get it off of the 7, to be honest with you. Look, this Ravens team just has such an incredible advantage with their run offense versus this run defense for this Patriots team. And I don't think it's necessarily going to be a high scoring game. I don't think they're going to blow them out of the water, but I think this just has, 27-10, something like that kind of written all over it to me, 27-13, like some kind of game like that. Ravens defense, even though they are going to be missing a couple of pieces here, still good enough to neutralize anything that the Patriots are going to be able to do. Not been able to do anything offensively, this Patriots team, against any team with a pulse. And passing the ball has been horrible for them so far. And, just not going to be able, I don't think, to get it done against this superior Ravens team. So if you did want to open up a teaser in this game, wouldn't blame you. If you wanted to do a same game teaser of maybe Ravens and under or something like that, I wouldn't hate that either. I would pay, if you're just playing the straight side, the expensive to get it off at the 7, to get the 6.5. Or if you wanted to do, a same game teaser, teasing the 7 down to 1, and then maybe doing an under on this. Like I said, I don't think this is going to be a very high scoring game, but maybe you just want to open this teaser leg and do something with one of the other games that are going on in the afternoon, or maybe even Monday Night Football or something like that. But that's how I'm going to be playing this. I think the Ravens are a superior team. I think they are going to be able to get this done and be able to get it done by a touchdown. Also, guys, if in that comment section down below, go ahead and put in exactly how many yards you think Lamar Jackson is going to run for in this game. Rushing yards only. Just put Lamar Jackson, and a number. If anyone gets it exactly right, I will ship you out an Amazon gift card. We want to help people out. You must be a subscriber. You got to like the video. And, of course, you'll be in the comment section already as it is. Anyway, here's the full written breakdown over here on the line, so be sure and take advantage of that. If you live in any of these states right here, click on this and make sure that you go in and take advantage of all of the sign-up deals. I mean, free money, match bets, risk-free bets, et cetera, et cetera. So definitely want to do that. Sportsbook's giving away money, so you want to take advantage of that for sure. Remember to subscribe. Remember to thumbs up. Remember to comment. And good luck on all your bets for Sunday Night Football.